So in this video, I'm going to go through the animal biology course that I'm developing. So I've developed it, and firstly, we start off with dinosaurs. We go on to maybe snakes, spiders, different types of animals. Okay, so a bit about myself. I've got a first class honors in engineering. I've been teaching biology, chemistry, physics, astronomy, engineering, marine science, as well as which is an actual IGCSE, as well as environmental management, geography. So I kind of combine a lot of sciences. So for example, dinosaurs. I talk about the different eras, maybe even carbon dating, the extinctions. What were their actual extinctions? The atmosphere in the air. So it's not only learning about animals, but it's learning about geography. So I'm trying to intertwine a lot of my specialities into one course and make it into a super course. Now, this course is extremely long. Okay, so each lesson is going to be 45 minutes, is also recorded, is also uploaded to the website. But there's so many animals, there's so much to talk about. It could go off and it goes massive, if that makes sense. So firstly, we're going to start off with dinosaurs. That's the first couple of lessons I've developed, and I'm still haven't even touched the surface of dinosaurs. There's going to be a lot more. Then we could go on to different things. I would be open to suggestions on what kind of animals you like to learn about. I'm focusing on the biology, also learning about the biology. So it's like not just a cat, but for example, one of the dinosaurs, why were they? So one of them was the speed of death or something. It was something like that. Why did it have that nickname? Well, it was because of its tail. It helped it balance. It's because of it had its hind legs, the back legs were actually longer than its front legs, which helped it deliver that force. So there I could even intertwine a bit of my physics speciality. So there's a lot to talk about, and I really encourage people to give it out, try. This is not a GCSE. It is suitable for Key Stage 2, Key Stage 3, and GCSE students, but you're not going to get a qualification because there's no actual course for this. But it will pique your interest, so you could study it in the future. It's like, for example, a lot of my courses do follow the national curriculum, but some don't. So some of the ones that don't is health and fitness. I learned about the biology of the body. Another one is astronomy, which there is a GCSE, but we can't do it because there's a coursework element, but we do that. Engineering is another one. There's a coursework element, hence we don't really follow the national curriculum, but I do cover the national curriculum and a bit extra. And this is going to be that type of subject. I'm going to cover a bit extra, right? There's no actual official national curriculum. I'm using a lot of textbooks, a lot of books to gather this information, internet sources. So I was actually discussing this with my brother today. My job isn't actually a musician. My job is the composer. So I don't know who you call it, but the person that puts it all together. So that's my job. There's a lot of resources out there, a lot of books, a lot of internet, a lot. My job as a teacher is to go through that information, put it all together in a form that you would understand, your child would understand, and for them to pique their interest. That is my job. My job isn't to memorize everything. I've got notes which I look at whilst I'm teaching. My job isn't like just to memorize everything. My job is to get all of that information. So when a student asks me that question, I know that question because I've already covered it in the notes, if that makes sense. And I've covered the steps to get to that. So we're not just going to go straight from, let's go to the T-Rex. We're going to look at, for example, the super continent, the Panga, and what it broke away, the atmosphere, blah, blah, blah. And then we go to the first dinosaurs. Then the family groups, the different family groups of dinosaurs, which is really interesting. And I'm gonna follow that philosophy when I'm doing other animals. We're not just gonna be like, okay, today we do killer whale, tomorrow we do, next week we do a cat. I'm gonna do like killer whale, different types of whales, different types of fish, different types of make it all come together, and then bang, make it piques their interest. I've been doing this for I've been teaching over a decade, but online for around about 4 years. It flashed by, and I've added more and more content to my resources. So yeah, thank you very much, and I hope to see you. Take care.